Once upon a time, in a quiet little village surrounded by green meadows and tall, swaying trees, there lived a boy named Leo. Leo was different from most children in the town. While others were busy playing or working in their fields, Leo spent much of his time whether carrying heavy baskets for the elderly or sharing his lunch with a hungry neighbor. Leo's kindness touched everyone around him. Leo lived in a small but cozy house with his mother and younger sister, Mia. His father had passed away when Leo was very young, so he had taken on the role of helping his family. Despite their modest life, Leo was always cheerful and full of hope. One sunny morning, as Leo was walking to the market to buy bread and milk, he heard a soft noise. It was faint, almost like a whisper, from the bushes along the path. He stopped and listened carefully. Meow, meow, came the tiny sound. Leo bent down and parted the bushes. To his surprise, he saw a small white kitten tangled in some thorny vines. The kitten's green eyes were wide with fear, and its little body trembled. "Oh, you poor thing," Leo said gently. He carefully untangled the vines and picked up the kitten. Its fur was soft but dirty, and it looked hungry and tired. "Do not worry," Leo said, stroking the kitten's head. "I will take care of you." Leo carried the kitten to the market. He bought the bread and milk his family needed and also spent a few coins on a small bottle of cream for the kitten. The shopkeeper, seeing the kitten in Leo's arms, smiled and added a small bag of fish scraps for free. When Leo got home, his mother and sister were surprised to see the kitten. Mia clapped her hands with joy. "Can we keep it, Leo? Please?" Leo smiled. "Of course. It needs a home, and we can give it one." They named the kitten Snowy because of its white fur. Snowy quickly became part of the family, bringing joy and laughter to their home. The kitten followed Leo everywhere, curling up by his feet when he worked and playfully batting at his shoelaces. One day, while Leo and Snowy were walking near the river, they saw a group of children struggling to pull a heavy cart out of the mud. The cart was filled with vegetables, and the wheels were stuck deep. The children looked frustrated and tired. "Let us help them, Snowy," Leo said. Leo rolled up his sleeves and joined the children. With everyone pushing together, they managed to free the cart. The children cheered, and one of them gave Leo a big carrot as a thank you gift. Snowy purred happily, as if proud of Leo's kindness. Weeks later, an elderly woman arrived in the village. She was a traveler, carrying a heavy sack on her back and leaning on a wooden stick. She knocked on Leo's door just as the sun was setting. "Excuse me, young man," she said. "I am tired and have no place to stay. Could I rest here for the night?" Leo welcomed her in without hesitation. "Come in, ma'am. You must be hungry. Let me get you something to eat." He served her a warm meal of bread, soup, and milk. Snowy sat by the woman's feet, purring softly. That night, Leo gave her his bed and slept by the fireplace with Snowy. The next morning, the woman thanked Leo. "You are a kind soul," she said. "Few people would help a stranger like this. May your kindness bring you great rewards." Leo smiled. "Kindness is its reward, ma'am. It makes the world a better place." The woman nodded and left the village, her face glowing with gratitude. A few days later, as Leo and Snowy were exploring the woods, they heard loud cries coming from a tree. Leo looked up and saw a bird's nest perched on a high branch. The nest had tipped over, and a tiny bird was flapping its wings desperately, trying to stay balanced. Leo climbed the tree carefully, with Snowy watching from below. He reached the nest and set it back in place. Then, he gently picked up the bird and put it safely in its home. The mother bird chirped loudly, circling around Leo as if to thank him. That evening, as Leo returned home, he found a small pouch on his doorstep. Inside were shiny gold coins and a note that read, "For your kindness." Leo looked around, but no one was in sight. He wondered if it was a gift from the traveler. Instead of keeping the coins for himself, Leo used them to help others in the village. He repaired broken roofs, bought food for families in need, and even built a small shelter for stray animals like Snowy. Leo's acts of kindness inspired the villagers. They began helping one another more, sharing what they had, and looking out for those in need. The village became a happier, more caring place. As Snowy grew into a strong and clever cat, Leo continued to spread kindness wherever he went. He learned that even the smallest acts of kindness could make a big difference. The moral of the story is that kindness is never wasted. When you are kind, it often comes back to you in wonderful and unexpected ways. And so, Leo, Snowy, and the kind villagers lived happily ever after, spreading love and kindness wherever they went.